I really feel that they should all be up here with me when this takes place, because they're the ones that did it. I just happen to be the guy on the sidelines trying to keep out of trouble. Because of that. First thing I'd like to congratulate all those people that are being inducted into the Hall of Fame. A few years ago, I had the pleasure of being inducted into the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame. My granddaughter was sitting next to me. In her own right, she is a very good athlete. She leaned over to me and said, Papa, you were either a real good player, they feel sorry for you, there's nobody else to put in, or you played with a lot of good people. So I got up, I said, you know what? You're missing two things. You're missing that I had really good coaches. I had a great family. While you are being honored today, those of you being inducted, it's all those other people that have helped you along the way and have provided the things that were necessary for you to get where you're at. Now, second, I'd like to thank the committee. This is a special group of men. They really are. I had gotten a phone call from Tom Canal, who was the principal at the time, and asked if I would like to come down and interview for the head coaching job. I go down, things I got to tell you. He said, number one, you don't have a stadium. Number two, you don't have a place of practice. Number three, you're going to play a varsity schedule, but you have no seniors, and the schedule's pretty good. You're going to play some good teams. So I said to him, I said, all those things are fine, no problems. He said, now I got a couple other things. He said, you better win. He said, because it's vital to me and to the school and to the township that we win right away. And he said, you better never lose the West as long as you're there. And I did. I looked at I said to Mr. Canavo in my obnoxious, arrogant, cocky, whatever way you want to describe me. I said to him, Tom, we will never lose the West as long as I'm the head coach. I said, we will beat him every year. Now, I had no idea if I had players. I knew I was getting on a bus to go to practice every day. And I knew I was going to play a schedule that was really pretty good. Well, about after Coach Griff and I lived in Cinnaminster, after about the 5th or 6th day of practice, I said to Griff on the way home, I said, Griff, we might have stepped in something pretty good here. I said, these guys have talent. Now, I've also been taught that the most talented teams don't always win. There's a little something extra that you have to have. And that extra thing is a thing called it. Now, what is it? It is that togetherness, that willing to sacrifice for a team. It's that belief in each other. It's knowing that the guy next to you is busting his backside, and you have to do it for him too. It's called a thing called chemistry in my eyes. Unbeknownst to me, these guys already had that. They had that chemistry, and they really trusted each other, believed in each other, liked each other. Never really had a fight, and I was always upset because I could never get them to fight each other. But they just wanted to be around each other, and they wanted to be coached. First year, we start off the year, I think we were 3-0 when we went to Millville. Is that right? We were 3-0, and we're going to Millville. Now, I had said to Tom, Mr. Canal, I said, there's a couple of things I need really important. I said, one, and I'm only going to mention two. One, I need John Griffenberg to come with me. I said, Griff is important for me. The second thing, I said, I need a pep rally every Friday before a game. Now, he looked at me kind of funny. I said, you're the one that said you want to make sure that we get students, get parents, get the community all involved. I said, the best way to do that, in my opinion, is to have a pep rally. I said, we'll get the cheerleaders involved, the band involved, we'll get women's field hockey involved, we'll get the soccer teams involved. I said, we'll get everybody involved. And that way we can try to build this thing up, because I said if the students accept this, then parents are going to accept this. And then all of a sudden we're going to get other people in the community to accept this. We go to Millville at 3-0. We're playing pretty good. I'm pretty happy. We got the living doo-doo kicked out of us. I mean, they went up and down the field, just beat us up like, man, they just beat us up. Now, I'm a little nervous now, because how are we going to react? All of a sudden, we're playing pretty good, now we just get whacked. Not a bit nervous. That Monday when I went to school, walked into school, the first person to see me was Tom Canal. He said, come on into my office. He said, what do I need to do to help? He said, I'm nervous, we lost the game. I said, the best thing you could do is cancel school and let me get out in the field with him right now. But there was really no worry whatsoever. They were 5-3-1 the first year with no seniors, playing a really good schedule. We lost a couple of games that maybe we could have won, but we played hard. Now came the situation, how are we going to go to the next step? Because I honestly felt that they had the ability to take it up one notch. I decided that summer that what I was going to do, I was going to write a letter every week, a note to everyone to call. Now, I'm not very smart. When you coach high school football, college football, and coach in the NFL, you're not very smart, I can tell you. You got to depend upon your players all the time. But I decided to write a letter. But I knew in my own mind that I would never read anything past the first page. So it's only going to be one page, that was all. If it was more than that, nobody's going to read it. And the other thing is, the first paragraph in everything you write better smack you right in your nose. Because if you don't have something that comes and jumps out of it, that first paragraph, it's gone away. Unbeknownst to me, this down in front of here, Tony Ruwadi's mother collected all those letters. And it's really amazing. These were written back in 1969. Man, we were a whole bunch of guys. But she collected every one of them. I believe gave them to Tony for Christmas. Am I right, Tony? At Christmas on his senior year. So now, I thought to myself, and I said to Griff, we got a chance. We got a chance to be pretty good. But we've got to be smart how we do it. There were two teams that I was really worried about. Third game of the year, we were going to play Kennedy. John F. Kennedy is where Griff and I come from. We had lost one time in 3 years. So we knew that they were a very good football team. Guys never wavered, stepped up, take the daylights out. Fifth game of the year, that's the one that Tom Canava drove me absolutely crazy with. We were going to play West. First time that Cherry Hill East and Cherry Hill West were going to meet on the football field. He must have come down to my classroom every single day, every single period, sweating, nervous, wondering, constantly saying to me, "You got to win this thing. If you don't win it, we're in serious trouble." I'm thinking to myself, wait, you're talking about we're a first group of seniors. How can we be in so much trouble? But to him, as I said to him after the game, which we were able to win, I said, Mr. Canava, you're now at the Thanksgiving dinner. You know how everybody has a Thanksgiving dinner, you have a kids' table and an adult table? I said, you just moved from the kids' table up to the adult table. Now you can call some of those shots. This group ended up being South Jersey Group 4 champs. People said it couldn't be done. New school, no tradition, never faced a schedule that they were going to face. Everything was against them. But they believed in each other. I mean, they believed in each other. And they worked their butts off to get there. And they gave themselves a chance to get that first men's trophy that said South Jersey Group 4 champs. I've had the opportunity, like I said, to coach in college, major college football, and coach in the National Football League. Every place I've been, it's that idea of chemistry that has made the difference. This group had it, and had to do it. What they did, when they did it, how they did it, and what it meant to a school and a township at that time was extremely, extremely important. Best thing I could do was stay out of the way, but they were going to take it and go after it. We've lost some of the guys that played on that team. Some of the guys today have some sickness. But this group of guys, as you can see, by the number of guys that are here, are very close and still remain very good with each other. I really appreciate the fact that you would put them in. In my opinion, they certainly deserve to be in. They were one of the best group of guys that I've ever been around. I appreciate it very much. Thank you.